No thanks. Hey, SK cars. It's my direct link. Oh, yeah. I tried to fix that, but it didn't work. There's weird stuff going on because, I had a name change, but, like, the IRC backend doesn't understand the name change in quite the same way that it seems like it would, or I don't know. It's all weird. Hey, BB Tech, KNHL fan, hey, Finzy. This is almost a good act with Defect. First half is great. I guess we can go like through here and it's pretty good. We get 2 elites and 2 campfires. It's like fine. It's like fine. With a pen nib. Okay. It is Guardian at the end, so that's always nice. Please, Headstar. How can I be in your computer if you're watching on your phone? Oh, you should get to your computer. That's sorry about I cannot be held accountable for anything that happens. Grab the claw just for a little bit of damage. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have pain in my deck for a long time now. But Warp Tongues, I think, is worth it. Nightmare Caltrops on turn 1 is quite decent against the heart. That does sound like it would deal some damage. Certainly. You only own a phone and a TI-84. I think we had TI-83s when I was in high school. I'm not sure I ever used a TI-84. I cannot relate to your extremely impressive technology. I'm doing pretty well today, NHL fan. Hope you are well. What is Ultralight? Futurelight, you mean? Wow. Look at it go. Ooh. Blade Tycoon, thanks for the 8 months. Ugbo Musho to you as well. I think it might have heard us talking about it. It's terrifying. Listen, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Feels correct to do this. I don't think I do play the claw. 40, 31, 22, 16, 10, yeah. Maybe I didn't even have to play the ball lightning, actually. TIs even outperform phones now. I've never seen like a good graphing calculator type app for a phone. There must be one. I've just never had a reason to like install it. Certainly would make sense that there would be one. Will throwing your computer out the window kill me? No, I will jump out of your computer on the way down. There's a big thing of plywood on the wall behind me, Fappuccino. You got a data disk and a self-repair. Super strong. I wonder if it's actually strong enough to not go to the campfire and take another elite fight. Oh. Yeah, I think it is. I have 46 health all of a sudden. And a defrag. Feels good. Feels good. Jorbs has multiple brains, you can't kill it. I think so, yeah. Pretty sure. Ooh, nice. Got really lucky with the orbs. I am currently regretting my decision not to play self-repair over defend. I think I perhaps underestimated how quickly I was killing. Oh well. He splapsed. 2 brains, 60 IQ each. Yep. Add them together, what do you get? That's a quiz. Katsuyu, hello. This is the same room, Asterius. The true thing about streaming is that if you change anything, no matter how large or how small, you'll be asked about it like hundreds of times. No, this is the same room. Don't think there's anything great to do with bottled lightning here, unfortunately. Fuck that. Peace! No thanks. Let's take the sapphire key. Am I one short? Am I one short? No. No, surely not. One short. Alright, that's awesome. Bag of prep is excellent. Just take another cold snap, maybe? Certainly not my favorite card that makes frost orbs, but it is a card that makes frost orbs. Says that I'm hosting. Fuck. Ooh. Out of curiosity. Because I wasn't even hosting anyone when I went live. What's the best card that makes frost? Probably Glacier. Sometimes it's cool-headed though. Sometimes it's chill, actually. Like all the other ones except Cold Snap. Sometimes. Maniac is the 11 months. Ongabomu show to you as well. "24 health. Let's die on turn 2. Chaos is the best Frost Orb card. Don't at me. You didn't write "don't at me." It's very important that you write "don't at me" when you say stuff like that. I should just... I should set up my Twitch chat to auto-remove everything that includes "at" in my name from my chat window. I think that would actually make streaming a lot more pleasant. Auto-ban that? That's a little bit extreme. I feel like a huge amount of the time somebody adds me in chat, it's because they're asking a question that I don't want to answer right now, and I'm like intentionally ignoring it at the moment. And then they like escalate to adding me about it. I feel like if I just took those out of my chat, it would probably at least sometimes improve my quality of life. How does Defect do damage? So many Ascension 20 runs, you get a lot of good Frost creation cards and Ball Lightning, but struggle with transitioning to Act 3 and having enough damage to kill Giant Head. Defect can do damage with attacks or with orbs. Those are the main two ways to do it. Dark Orbs do more damage than Lightning Orbs do, but you can get by with Lightning Orbs if you have enough focus. But like Dark Orbs plus multicast or dual cast or like recursion plus pyramid or something end up dealing a lot of damage. I don't know Visions in your bed. I haven't seen my left foot since childhood. Bit of a sore subject, actually. Awkward that you brought it up.
Slay the SPI stream when? Punoko.
Hey, Mr. Cutie Mom. How you doing today? Innocent Smith, thanks for the year subbed. Ongabomu show to you as well. Neb's ready to go for next act. Good act 1. I don't know that much about the current geopolitical situation in South Africa, Black Dove. Buffer, Biased Cog, and Fisherman. Generally, you just click on biased cog when you get offered biased cog. That's a tip for you all. It's a useful helping strategy for winning this game. Are you still recovering from the sickness? A little bit. Not playing Factorio off stream, no. Hey, Baal, son of Al. Baal and I go way back. Looks like an okay act. Hey, Mia Mia. Thanks, Mia Mia. Thanks for the 6 months. Uncle Boomo show to you as well. My name is London. Hello. Oh, I'm on a DSLR now instead of a shitty Logitech camera. So if you feel like I look more human, that could be. What's with this angle? What's with this angle? What's with this angle? I don't know what that means. Like the camera angle? I don't know what that means. Cool, Jordan, thanks for the 2 months. Agbomo show to you as well. Remember when I was sick and had a... So what does this say? Deep, sexy, manly voice? Yeah, back in the day. Fuck. Hey, Hian. You didn't know my hair was this light? The white balance on the camera hasn't been done yet. So, that might be that. Also, there's a window right there. Be more constructive with your feedback. What's the lead up to that? Remember, is my domicile still incredibly hot? I have an AC unit. I actually had to turn my AC unit off because it was so cozy and chill in here. So currently it's off. Also, my AC unit, it's installed in a different room so that I can run it while I'm streaming without the sound hitting the microphone. And it's being piped into this room in a little pipe, which is along the floor right now. But the result is that all the cold air gets piped into the room along the floor, and my feet get very cold, and the rest of me is basically the same. So, I think, like, I think one of the things we'll do tonight is to, yeah, get that pipe off the floor. Seems like a good idea. Bob Redshirt, thanks for the 15 months. Ogbomo show to you as well. Ogbomo show to you as well. I can take Preserved Insect for easier elite fights, or I can take Clockwork Souvenir, very strong relic, especially strong with bias cognition. Either of those two is great. I couldn't say for sure which one is better. I think it's probably this one. Clockwork Souvenir. I feel like the deck's strong enough to beat elite fights right now anyway. And we finally got rid of Pain, which is nice. Sure, I'll take Apparitions. A ceiling fan? I don't want to run a fan in this room at all. A cool thing about piping the air in a pipe is that I can have a fan on the other end of the pipe, like 30 feet away from me, to suck the air into the pipe, and that ends up pushing the air into here without me actually generating a bunch of noise in this room. I think I actually really want to get attacked next turn, right? I want to go like Bold Snap, Apparition, Apparition. That way Gremlin Leader wastes next turn attacking while I'm intangible. Top deck, thanks for the 18 months. Holy moly. Ogbomo show to you as well. It's a lot of months. Hey, Ninja Goose. Suddenly 8 focus. Just suddenly 8 focus. I don't know. I don't know. Can't really explain that. Did Ninja Goose. FTL Plus is certainly not a terrible card. There's nothing in my deck that particularly makes it better than usual. I guess Pendib, sort of. It's just like pretty hard for it to be bad, right? Hey, my app TV. I certainly understand not having anything creative to say today. That's, some days are just not creative days, and that's okay. Be kind to people, thanks for the 10 months. Ogbomo show to you as well. And Monato, I slept, okay, I guess. Not incredibly. I will not be going to a store in this act. Most likely. Oh, I already have the blue key. So I didn't take Juzu bracelet. So I don't have to open any chests. Okay. I'm not gonna open that then. Echo form? You can do that? You can get echo form from the library? No. No. Wow, I had no idea. I thought it was only shitty cards. Having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. Truer words have never been spoken. You genuinely thought you couldn't get rare cards in the library? You could definitely get rare cards in the library, yeah. I think it's weird that people around the world speak in different languages. I guess? Wouldn't it be weirder if they all spoke the same language? Best and worst books I've read in the last 2 years. I quite enjoyed the first 15 lives. I'm having to look up the title. The first 15 lives of Harry August, I thought was a pretty fun read. Like a sci-fi book about people who, like repeat their own life over and over again. It wasn't like perfect, but I enjoyed reading it a lot. Worst book I've read in the last 2 years. I don't know. There have been plenty of books where I like started reading the first 5 pages and then didn't finish. Does that count? Bad England. Thanks for the 5 months. Agbomo show to you as well. I watched the highlights of that game, Jacobian. I didn't watch any of it live though. I think we're skipping this. Upgrades. Upgrade like at least 1 apparition so that we can have an apparition in our discard pile for hologram later on in the run. Learning Cats, thanks for the year. Agbomo show to you as well. It's hard to believe what happens to time. It starts and then it keeps going and then it doesn't stop. It's fucking weird. Shouldn't have played that. No, I should have kept that for later. Also, I shouldn't have played Strike. I should have played 2 Defends. What am I doing? When is Melter a good card to take? Yeah, I mean, it's front-loaded damage, like you say. I don't know that I have anything more insightful than that for you. How could anyone get bored of this soundtrack? Listen to it, it's beautiful. Transcendent, glorious. Party full, thanks for the 6 months. And Fumu show to you as well. Have you ever done poker over-explained games? Yeah, I have a YouTube series where I talk about poker a lot. I'm sure if you like Google Joe and Ribs poker or something, it'll come up. Missed self-repair. Oh no. I'm gonna take the machine learning, I think. I think this deck probably can get away with that. Yeah, because it has apparitions to keep it alive in starting turns. And it has a bag of prep to help it out on turn 1. In fact, machine learning might be an okay upgrade in this deck. Grab an inserter, just make sure that we have enough scaling. So I have what? Usually I'm gonna have 7+ focus. So getting a couple more orb slots seems pretty good. Every time you hear me talk about poker, you feel like it's a lie I'm caught too far into and can't get out of. No. Wanting to be a Slay the Spire streamer is... No, I tend to live a pretty honest life. Lies are just like, I don't know. They're a pain in the butt, and often don't actually help you get where you want to go, so I tend to just tell the truth about everything, even when the truth is awkward. It's just my approach to it. What's my home address? Yeah, see, I'm not gonna tell you that, which is different from lying about it. I am going to honestly explain to you that I have no interest in telling you that. I remember reading about a guy who wouldn't even lie by omission. If he thought something about you, he would say it to your face. Not quite there. That's... I mean, that's extreme, yeah. I do think sometimes, like, there are things that you could say to someone and nobody else will tell them it, but if somebody told them it, it would help them out a lot. And sometimes I try to be a person who does something like that. Surprisingly, he was married. The journalist writer guy lived a whole year only telling the truth and saying what he thought. It's a great read. So, capacitor is okay, hologram is okay. I like capacitor. Inserter's not fast enough that capacitor isn't good. I think the devs... It's gonna be really hard to make a game that's as good as Slay the Spire again. But right now they're just working on Slay the Spire as far as I know. Shogun. You were dead. You do not have the winged boots of enemies. Hey, Karsa. I win? Sure. Chill Plus seems okay, right? I've got a data disk, so the frost orbs are pretty good right from the start. I have a bag of prep, so having a zero cost card in my opening hand is okay. Seems okay. Doesn't seem incredible, but it seems okay. I have a bunch of apparitions, and it's not an apparition. That's one thing that's not so great about it. Good, didn't need this max HP anyway. It was only bringing me down. Jump the chasm. I'm never playing the genetic algorithm this fight, am I? I was like, I'll just draw it again. And then, yeah, I thought for more than 1 second. I don't think I'm going to be drawing. Try to slow the fight down, but it seems unlikely. I have not heard of Rogue Book. No. One genetic algorithm, please. You got one more go at it? Oh. I guess we don't then. That's fair. You could go for the Ice Plus. Cool-Headed's okay, but there's nothing else in this store that I really want. I could go Cool-Headed card remove. Maybe that's worth it. The other thing I can do is just have Maw back and have it give me another 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 12. 168 gold for the Act 4 store. It sounds pretty good, doesn't it? A lot of gold. Why is it better to upgrade Zap first instead of Dual Cast? I think you want to play Zap more commonly than you want to play Dual Cast. There are definitely fights where you draw Dual Cast and don't want to play it. Like you have a Dark Orb and you want to keep it stacking, or you have a Frost Orb and Loop and you don't want to interfere with your Frost Orb being in front with Loop or something like that. Generally speaking, the more often you actually play a card when you draw it, the better it's going to be to upgrade it. It's like a general but fairly sensible rule. Started practicing Tetris a few months ago. Awesome. My mother played too much Tetris when I was a kid for me to want to play Tetris. Like, I don't know. She played a lot of Tetris. Played a lot of Tetris. Those. Is she any good? She got okay. Alright, we are good to win now. At your leisure. See if we can get Pendib to 9 as well. Not play the zero cost Zap? Why play the zero cost Zap? What is your reason for playing it? Let's take an Equilibrium. And go ahead and recall here. Equilibrium's a pretty nice card to have. It makes the Apparition upgrades more valuable than they were before we got Equilibrium. How's it going, Giant Head? Quite awkward that you got rid of my artifact stack, isn't it? Shop to remove later. There's no shop on this path. Also, I'd like to remove a stripe. Ten, 20, 35, 43. 51. Did I really just reshuffle my deck without any apparitions in it? I believe I did. I believe I did just do that. It's an interesting strategy, Cosm. We'll see how that works out for him. Seems like it works out pretty well. Hey, Forced! Centennial Puzzle's great. I wonder if Genetic Algorithm is better than Buffer here. 7, 13, 19, 25. Get strong fast. Let's take fights then. War is a fight. We already got I Am War. That one already happened. Zero block. Big if true. Hey, Steve Williams. I didn't know Jorbs had a personality. I haven't had any, like, complaints about not having a personality recently. Interesting. I used to get plenty of complaints from people about how I didn't have a personality. I wonder if I got a personality or if people just stopped watching me. Do I like social deduction games? Does that mean like murder mysteries? What does that mean exactly? Social deduction games. Or does it mean like code names? Is that the name of that one where thingamajigs happen? Code words? Oh, Mafia and Werewolf games? I've had fun playing them, but not seriously. Like, those are games that I enjoy playing while drinking with friends, and we're not really caring that much who wins. They're not games that I really enjoy playing to, like, try to really get into them and everything. Oh no, you should have claimed this role, because that would have put their player in this position. Yeah, like that stuff I've never been interested in those games in that way. Does Amazon Prime have personalities in stock? Yeah. Same day delivery. Pretty good. Probably like how my parents stopped asking when I was going to get married, they just gave up. I'm sorry, Double Thing. I believe in you. Hey Boreal Penguin, thanks so much for the 3 month sub. Bomo show to you as well. Much appreciate your support. Barcode, thanks for the 2 months. Bomo show to you too. How do we get a tipsy Jorbs stream? That's already happened. There are plenty of drunk Jorbs VODs. Just a matter of finding them, digging them up. Oh no, I just said that. Well, yeah. Hey, Midnight Heart. I want to extend the fight until I play my other genetic algorithm. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I've streamed Heroes of Might and Magic 3. That's happened too. People got mad at me though because I played the campaign. And that's like not the right way to stream Heroes of Might and Magic 3 apparently. Shit. Just wanted to do what I enjoyed playing as a kid, what the hell. Ever play any Hearthstone with Allie? Allie and I have played Hearthstone a couple of times. I'm not a particularly good or frequent Hearthstone player, but Allie is super good at the game. Thanks, Hurricane. How much does my PC heat up and or get louder when the dig spam happens? I actually have a hole in the ceiling just above the PC because it takes off like a rocket ship. And then slowly hovers back down to Earth. I guess I will take a glacier. I don't know. This deck, like... I guess. I have 3 apparitions, 2 genetic algorithms, and equilibrium. And I have somewhere in the vicinity of like 10 focus with an inserter and a capacitor plus. This deck may not need a glacier. This deck might need more damage cards instead. Yeah. Like feels like the deck that lost after the 55 times 15. It does. It does a little bit. This deck might try to use Apparitions to survive the 55 times 15. We'll see. We'll see. Probably I go to the hallway fight again. I sort of doubt I'll draw this again in this fight. Hey lol Mike, thanks for the year. Bomo show to you as well. We still get Incense Burner. I have not seen Incense Burner yet. Let's just play Echo Form. So I take a bit of damage here, but all I have to do is Echo Form self-repair, and all is forgiven. So much for the year, lol Mike. It's interesting. I think one of the differences that is very obvious with like streaming a lot and longer and stuff is that there are more people watching, and so that sort of changes the tone of the channel a little bit. Lots of new people who want to find out who I am, lots of people asking questions that I've answered before, stuff like that. That sounded more negative than I intended it to be, but whatever, I'm gonna live with it. I love having people watching, it's awesome. Another thing that I didn't really think about that happens when you stream as a full-time job for a while is that there are like people who watch the channel and then they like keep watching the channel. And so now there are all these people who have like been watching for a year and stuff, and that's just really cool. Very cozy. We have our little community, we have our jokes, we have our show. It's nice, I like it. I'm glad you're here. Back when I was like starting out streaming, I didn't have many people at all who like had been watching for 2 years, because like how would I, right? And so the whole like having a history of, oh, remember when that happened on stream, oh, remember when Jorbs did this, so hey Jorbs, I've been watching for a year and I finally like graduated or got a girlfriend or got my new job or whatever. That's really cool. Like it's fun to pass time with you all. No Name McBoney, thanks for the 2 months. Agbomo show to you as well. Barrage, perhaps? You like the barrage with Pennib? Barrage does deal some damage. It's a shame over half of the viewers are contemptible. You get to choose how to treat other people. I generally like you all. Princess Birdie, thanks for the 4 months. Idle Yeti, thanks for the 3 months. One wish to you both. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Lucerna. I absolutely remember that. Alright, Nemesis regenerates. Doesn't really matter. There's no version of this fight where it matters that Nemesis regenerates, because we're always going to just set up. To be invincible with Frost Orbs and then win. Why am I not calling Twitch chat stupid anymore? I don't know. Jorbs isn't calling us stupid anymore. There's gotta be something wrong.
Half the viewers are banned frown.
Hey, Lead Dennis! Half the viewers are banned? That's not true. Some of the viewers are banned, but not half of them. Hey Benny, I'm sorry to hear that. I believe that things can turn around. So I can't take damage anymore, but this genetic algorithm has not upgraded yet. So it's gonna be a while, perhaps. This would be a great time to like grab a glass of water for yourself. Maybe go for a run, train for a marathon over the course of a couple, 3 months, and then eventually complete that marathon. You know, whatever you want to do the rest of this Nemesis fight. We got the important genetic algorithm double played. The one that currently has less block on it is a bit more important to level up than the bigger one. With the lightning orbs channeled, it's just a matter of time before Nemesis dies. So I think if I miss the upgrade on genetic algorithm this time through the deck, that's fine. We're just gonna call it there. Need boot. That's true. Need boot has been called. Nobody's called Calipers yet this round. If you want to call Calipers this round, like now is your option to get in, I guess. This deck could really use Calipers. Forehand. Oh, you did a few times? Oh, I've just stopped reading when people call Calipers, apparently. Okay. I actually did get the upgrade on that, that's awesome. Do I enjoy cooking? In theory? But I don't make time to cook. When I cook, I enjoy it, but in my daily life, I don't make it a big enough priority that it actually happens much at all. Thank you for your hard work, Unga. Hey, we won. Full-headed's probably okay. Block potion over fire potion, I think. Does Caitlyn cook? Caitlyn cooks a bit. We also eat out a bit. I usually go out for like brunch in the morning. Just like part of my routine. Get out of the apartment. Because I work from my apartment and I mean, I don't like have to go out every day for chores or anything, right? there's no real reason that I have to. And so for me, going out and getting some food is a nice way to like get some exercise, get a walk in, be outside in like the sun and the air and everything instead of cooped up in my apartment. So that's a habit that I have that involves eating outside, or involves eating out. Yeah, there. Involves going out to eat. And because I have that habit, I end up going out to eat quite a bit. Brunch, how will la-di-da-di wear your top hat at this brunch? The reason that it's brunch is I don't wake up early enough to call it breakfast, if that makes it sound any less pretentious to you. I don't know. It's just brunch. It's just food. I'm waiting for the hourglass gal. I'm just like upgrading on genetic algorithms, doing our stuff. We have bronze scales and hourglass, so eventually Time Eater will die. Kill the heart? Well, I'm planning to spend 658 gold in a store sometime soon, so that might help. I also have this card. That deals some damage. Bishek Goosh. Guess I want this to be at 9, in theory. That probably actually matters against Awakened One. We need to slay the Spire movie. I will voice Jawworm. I will voice Jawworm for the Slay the Spire movie free of charge. I require no payment. Okay, turn 1 Bias Cog feels pretty nice. I do think this is definitely the harder of the fights between Awakened One and Donu Deka, unfortunately. I think it's worth it to play Machine Learning. What's the name of the guy who plays Rudy? Sean Astin, is that his name? I think he should be the Defect. Not sure there's going to be a journey home, Miss Meow. Defect is weird. It feels like unbelievably strong or unbelievably weak. Defect has one more interface where things happen than the other classes. Defect has orbs as well. And whether or not you're taking advantage of your orbs well makes a big difference to how strong your deck is. So maybe that's why you're feeling that way. Would the Defect be comic relief in this latest Spire movie? How dare you? How dare you? The Defect is like very obviously the character that struggles with the others not like relating to it. Like good deep down, but doesn't get given a proper chance. Because the Defect is a part of the Spire. And do not imagine the other characters would look to it very kindly at first. Grrr. Someday, I will upgrade the other genetic algorithm, and everything will be wonderful. But not yet. Ironclad and Silent are in a love thing? No. We're past that. This is the year 2019, I think. The movie Her came out, like, robots are fair game. You can love a robot in, again, yeah, 2019. Just weird. Yeah, that's just weird. The not speaking part. Very weird. Robo love is a thing. All this for 1 block on algorithm? Or 2 block on algorithm? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You've never beaten the heart with 2 health left before? Like, because I certainly have. I've done that a couple times. Okay. Ah! Can we do damage now? Well, I want Penib for the Act 4 Elite fight. So sort of. The second or maybe third Matrix movies. You know, I watched those. I was thinking about this actually a couple of nights ago. I watched the second and third Matrix movies. I think they detracted from the first Matrix movie from me. In my mind, that is not a trilogy. That is the first Matrix movie and then like 2 attempts to make it worse. But I just like, yeah. It's not a trilogy in my mind. Cartoon was good. I didn't watch the cartoon, so quite possible. $24.63 damage. Let's upgrade something. This one? Yeah. Probably this one. So we have bronze scales to kill the heart. We got 1 barrage. Calipers. Who's been calling calipers? Calipers would be run over, they told me. Calipers would be GG here. Probably Ornithopter was better than Pantograph, actually. Oops. Yeah, like how is Pantograph ever gonna do anything here? That was just terrible. That was just bad. Joel. You're rooting for the heart. You gotta be careful about telling me that. Think about what happens if I lose now. Who am I gonna blame? Good. So inserter is on the wrong number. Good. That's what we want. Mummified Hand's pretty good. Echo Form's pretty good. Sure. Speed Potion. I could Speed Potion and take +5 Dex and become vulnerable on turn 1. I'd rather just block the vulnerable, I think. That's gonna be the scariest part of the fight. Yeah. I'd rather just block the vulnerable. Thanks for letting me know, Fishy. Sweet. I assume that I want to be intangible here for 2 turns, right? I think so. Don't think I want to draw a card because of Echo Form. Yeah, I think I saved this apparition. We can Echo Form that later. Not vulnerable. I have 3 Frost Orbs and an Echo Form. Should not be super impossible to survive this turn. Let's play a couple of these. Hold on to the Bioscog for now. That's pretty bad. I think GG. We've got a lot of damage to do before it's GG. And then I pen nib my Go for the Eyes, dealing double 4 damage. My friend Jorbs' deck has no pathetic cards. GG. GG. One more show to you as well. Thanks so much for the sub. that seems alright. Yeah, this turn seems good. Times 15, very impressive. Very impressive. Cool. My last 3 runs of Slay the Spire have all gone to the heart. 2 of them even won. Good little run there. Does Calipers win more? It was definitely win. Good night, Banana Muffin. Why did my future light do future things? Well, it's the future light. Sometimes it just does future things. I got beyond perfect. Cool.